This is the forest that cannot be got through.
Less talk, more work.
I'm just saying, if you brushed your hair every day...
I would like to speak to the manager of this spa.
Just 1 second. I'll get him now.
Ow!
How may I help you, ma'am?
I am paying good money
Oh, you're paying money now.
to have my hair brushed and plaited by your employee, and I find him to be very mouthy.
We've heard no such complaints against Valid. Most customers find him to be the most courteous, and certainly the handsomest of all our stylists.
Vainest, maybe.
We will be speaking with him.
Thank you.
And we'd like to offer you today's services for free,
Oh, thank you.
like they always are,
What?
since you never pay anyway.
Excuse me?
We really ought to be paying you with hair as beautiful as this.
I thought so.
And we'd like to give you a 50% discount on your next visit, which is half of nothing.
I'm glad to see that someone in this dump knows what service is.
Did she just call my house a dump?
Who's that? The pedicure girl?
Pedicure girl. I know someone who's going to get a foot right up her smart behind.
We'll call the hospital now. I'm sure to need an ambulance if those toenails get anywhere near me.
Elena!
Keep it up.
Maybe she could go catch some lake trout with those talons.
You are so wicked.
She'll be eating poison for dinner tonight.
Any other suggestions, madame? For the spa?
Cucumber water.
Cucumber water. You better study very hard at university so you can move to Moscow and catch yourself a rich husband. Cucumber water.
Because that's why women go to university.
Smart woman wants smart men, no. For some reason, I don't see you marrying a truck driver like your father. Allah rest his soul.
A truck driver? She won't even talk to the boys on our street. Everyone thinks she's so pious. She just despises them.
Well, it's a good cover for what she is.
And what's that?
A snub.
All right, that shoe fits. I'll wear it.
You're already wearing it.
Watch it, you. I'll always be able to beat you up.
No, roughhouse! This is not the gymnasium!
Because it's decorated so nice.
Your father may never have taken his hand to you, but we both know I will.
Find a pair of stockings without a hole or a darned hole, and they'll bend over your knee like a good little girl.
What's so funny? You're just encouraging her.
You should have spanked her more. She wouldn't be so saucy. Papa spanked me plenty. See how good I am?
Good enough to laugh at your mama.
Raisa, why do I have to go to Moscow to find a rich, smart husband?
Mama.
Raisa,
Mama.
Raisa, Mama, why do I have to go to Moscow to find a rich, smart husband? I can't go dig my way to the Chechen State University.
If you were going to find a husband here, you'd have a boyfriend by now. It's third year?
I'm not interested.
I could arrange something.
You could not.
Elena.
Raisa.
You two are making me nervous. I can't tell if this is fun or not.
Just braid.
No respect.
Shut
Be
up.
quiet.
I am the man of the house.
And so you are, my little Val. My little boy. Prettiest of my children.
Excuse me, I'm right here. I can hear you.
All mothers love their sons more.
It's not true.
For me, it's true.
Mama.
You don't need love. You have brains.
And Dagmara?
She has ambition. She needs even less love than you.
Speak of the devil, and she appears.
That's not nice. She's your sister.
Has she forgotten how to... Uncle.
Usman.
Why is your head not covered?
How do you have a key to my house?
Gabriel gave it to me for emergencies.
Is there an emergency?
I just thought I'd come over and check on you.
I'll take the key back.
I'll keep it. Who knows, you may lose your key one day. Why was your head uncovered? And more importantly, why was he brushing her hair?
She has gum in her hair. Stupid girl. She fell asleep studying. Here. Cut it out if you have to. Go in the bedroom. It's not appropriate for her uncle to see her head uncovered.
And it is for him?
He's her brother. He's the man of this house. Go. Go.
I'm your clan.
No, you're their clan.
Raisa, you never liked me.
That's not true.
Are you going to invite me to dinner?
No. We're expecting Dagmara and I haven't made enough.
That's to the point.
Well, we'll have you over next week.
It's lonely without my Fatima.
She was certainly your better half. Allah, rest her soul.
A year without a husband. The widowers will start to looking.
I'm the kind that doesn't remarry.
Perhaps love will sway you.
Perhaps I care for my children. When Walid marries, I will have a purpose.
If he marries.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Mama. I had to cut it out.
Oh, her beautiful hair.
Perhaps if you'd left the woman's work to the women, she could have gotten it out.
I'm too delicate to butcher my daughter's lovely hair. He did me a favor.
Have you heard the news?
What? Is the invasion coming? Again, we've fallen out of favor with the Russians.
Always so peppery. I don't know how my brother handled you.
He didn't.
I assure you, he did.
I assure you, he didn't.
Elena.
Valid.
People are saying there's a camp on the east edge of town near the dump.
The old barracks?
Yes,
A camp for what?
they're detaining homosexuals.
What's that?
Blue boys.
Blue boys. In Chechnya? They're all in Moscow.
What do you think, Valid?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm talking about the government detaining faggots.
I don't know any, so I don't have any thoughts about it.
Really?
Why? Do you know some uncle?
Somewhat.
I thought so.
Is this something you've seen, something you've heard?
Little birds chirping. Little birds chirping.
So, they're rounding up blue boys. Any other news?
They're getting information from the confiscated phones.
As they always do.
All the little hidden Golyu boys must be terrified.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, Dagmara really is coming to dinner. I thought you were making that up.
Well, come take this baby from me. It's heavy like its father. Be a sweetheart, brother, and put the baby on mommy's bed. Take him out of the carrier before you put him on the bed.
I'm not an idiot, Mara. Would you like to tell me not to put the baby face down?
Don't put the baby face down. So, Uncle, who's seen you since the funeral?
Many people.
Lunchka, can you take these flowers, cut them, and put them in water?
I know what to do with flowers.
So much tension between sisters.
Perhaps it's better for you to stay out of women's business.
I'll second that.
I wouldn't want to get caught in a cat fight.
Then be quiet about it already.
What are you cooking, Raisa?
I already told you, with Dagmara here, I don't have enough for you.
But I'm not... She's right. I'm very hungry.
She's pregnant.
She's always pregnant.
What is this? 5?
6.
What a blessing to your husband. Who would have expected someone in our family to marry so high? You are good looking like your mother.
So is Elena. So is Valid. At my wedding, they called us the good-looking Khalids. It comes from Mama.
Oh, so I'm from the troll side of the family.
It comes from Mama.
I wonder what other qualities come from your mama.
Uncle, you're lingering.
Dagmara.
She's used to ordering servants around, I understand. I just came with some news. Your husband's a general. Perhaps you can enlighten us?
The chatterbox is a treasure for a spy. Go ahead.
They say there are camps on the east side out by the dump for blue boys.
There are no blue boys in Chechnya.
So that's the government line.
I don't know government line. I'm a housewife.
Who's not at home in her house.
Vakita has 4 sisters to watch the children.
Believe me, if my husband were home, I'd be home.
So you've heard nothing of these camps? Well, I suppose I'll be going then.
If you say so.
Why'd you bring just the one child?
She's nursing.
Such a good girl, Dagmara. And even in full hijab, and it's so hot outside. She is a good lesson for you, Elena.
My head is covered according to the law.
It wasn't when I came in.
What?
Well, I'll be going.
Really?
Uncle, it wasn't my looks that got me my husband. Not really. He's a religious man.
It was her ability to recite Quran in its entirety.
That's right, my brother. Always so proud of his Hafiza.
Wouldn't you be?
Yes, I would. The world needs more good wives like your sister. Modest women who don't love Western...
Those days are past. So goodbye.
Goodbye. Sister, I'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care, Elena.
Thank you, Uncle.
Valid, you're the man of the house.
He knows he's the man of the house, Uncle. He's been the man of the house since Father died, and he's been taking care of us just fine.
So he has. Good day.
It was such a pleasant surprise to see Uncle today.
Yes.
Of course.
So fun.
Oh, Uncle, what a surprise you've given me.
I thought I'd left my key, but here it is.
There it is. Could you be a dear and tell my driver to bring up my baby bag? I forgot my cell phone.
Of course.
It's a black sedan.
Government plates.
Wave to him first so he doesn't shoot you. You've always been my favorite uncle.
I'm your only uncle.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What the fuck was that?
You sure you don't want to call down to your driver and tell him there's an extremist with a suicide vest coming for the car?
And everyone says I'm the mean one. Valid, my baby better not be dead in Mommy's room.
You have 4 more at home and the one inside you. You'll get over it.
Elena, you're such a bad influence on Val. He never used to get so smart with me. Come here, my little radish. No, I don't think any of my boys are going to look like our side of the family. It's as if I'm giving birth to a team of smudge-faced hockey players or those fighters who kick and punch with their feet.
MMA, mixed martial arts.
Man stuff. So he just showed up.
Yes.
He has a key.
A key. To this house.
Yes, to this house.
How?
Papa.
I'd like to dig him out of his grave and ask him why he gave his black sheep brother a key to his house.
Dagmara.
Oh, I'm sorry. You like that drunk having a key to your house? It's a sin against Allah and illegal.
He's sniffing.
After what?
Mama.
What? And you're interested? I'm sorry, Mama. That's about the stupidest thing I've ever said. So he just shows up after a year with a key.
Yes.
Did he knock at all?
No.
Elena, how forward was he with Mama?
It was inappropriate, but he was careful not to completely cross the line.
Believe, why didn't you stop it?
Stop what? I'm not as smart as you and Elena.
Clever nothing. nothing. You are the man of the house. No one should be romancing your mother without your
She's a
permission.
grown woman. She handled herself just fine.
Why was your head covered when he came in?
Why isn't your head covered now?
I'm with my family and it's boiling in here.
I was with my family too.
I know. There was just something weird about the way he said it. Like he was insinuating something. I mean, he barged in without knocking. What does he expect?
Exactly.
Elena! Really?
I know.
What? You fell asleep studying.
Exactly.
Take off your kerchief. Oh, thank God it wasn't the front. We're already going to have such a hard time finding you a husband with that mouth. We don't need you bald as well.
It's not as if a man is going to see my hair before I'm married anyway.
It's mainly decorative here, and you know it. You can get away with just about any piece of cloth as long as something's there. This isn't Saudi Arabia.
Not if women like you keep wearing full hijabs, kiss ass.
This could have been a disaster. Mama, tell her she is far too old to be falling asleep chewing gum. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, Elena.
And chewing gum is completely unladylike.
Well, because that's what I'm aiming to be. Ladylike.
And while you're at it, why don't you try to be human almost?
Why don't you try to be human just a little
Enough!
Poor Val. Having to sleep on the couch because no one's good enough for you.
I'm fine.
I've had at least 50 inquiries about her, Mama. Important men. She's not ugly.
bit? Oh, thanks.
On the outside,
Let her finish school.
she'll be living with you till she's 50.
You do realize that I'm doing something with my life.
And I'm not.
You're both my
Elena.
favorite sister.
How someone could have such a good taste and such a bad taste at the same time. So dusty, Mama. So, Uncle shows up making love to our mother, and he's also the nightly news on developments in the city and the state of the nation.
Just some story about camps on the east side.
For blue boys.
Yes.
Aren't you going to ask me if it's true?
You wouldn't tell Uncle.
You're not Uncle. Did you get some brains out of your head when you got the gum?
Daggy, is it true or not true?
It's true. They're rounding up homos.
And what do you make of it?
There's nothing to make of it. It's happening.
Morally, do you think it's right?
It doesn't affect me.
That's not what she asked you, Daggy.
Why now? Why them? I don't know. So much of politics is distraction. Maybe we are becoming more of an Islamic state. I'm just grateful we don't have any in our family.
Me too.
Yes.
I do know. The best baker in town was rounded up. The things that were on his phone. Unspeakable.
Like what?
Mommy's right here.
I'll go check on the baby.
He's fine.
Still.
So, what?
He took a selfie with a ding-dong.
Yes?
In his mouth, and it looks like he's smiling. It's not funny! I'll probably never have a decent Napoleon again.
Oh, no cream-filled pastries for the Gumara.
You are disgusting.
This is disgusting. There are people not bothering anybody.
All I know is that we are living in the one time of peace I've known in my life. Do not get us into a dangerous conversation.
Are they going to kill them?
I don't know.
Are they seizing property?
I don't know.
How many?
50. 60. Maybe they'll just hold them and tell them to clean up their act.
Maybe they'll throw them in a pit.
Look, Lily, I'm not the monster you're making me out to be. If you know any, and it appears you do, warn them. That's all I can say.
Would you warn them if you knew?
Everyone will know soon.
What?
It's the warning to the others.
The other what?
Homos. So they stop homoing. You won't see on the news.
The Western media?
Of course. They'll eat this up.
Because it's wrong.
Elena, I don't want to argue. You know, help your friends, don't help your friends. It's none of my concern. Lilith, do you know any patting your bottom when you stop the cereal?
No, Mara. Really?
Well, you'd know. You're the cutest boy in Grozny.
You're just saying that because you're my little mama.
Oh, little mama. So adorable.
No, it was weird. He called his sister Little Mama till he was 6. Weird.
That's because he's my baby and you were just jealous.
I have to admit I was a little jealous. I finally have a boy and he seeks all his comfort from his sister. But older siblings are always more interesting than parents.
Did Valid kill my baby?
Dougie.
Men are terrible with children. Vakita let ours out to play in the snow, and the baby had on a diaper and boots.
Which baby?
Which baby?
Which baby?
The one above the one I brought today. Sazlandek. A sweater, a diaper, and boots.
Abdul Karim is good. Such a fat, happy baby. He's awake, just looking around, smiling. Your children are so good, Dougie. Not like you 3. All of you criers, bad eaters. Sickly.
I have brutes. Sometimes I think I'm raising a gang. Please, little darling, please be a girl.
Don't say that. It's a great comment on your husband to have so many sons.
I want to brush hair. I want someone to talk to. I want princess dresses and unicorns.
You should feed him.
I'm quite aware of my own child's feeding schedule,
I
Mama.
can stay on the right side of you.
Least of all, you. Just leave it at the door, Yaro. Thank you. Elena, do you mind? My head isn't covered. Thank you. So, you lied to Uncle and said I was coming over for dinner.
I just wanted him gone.
What a happy coincidence I showed up. I'm staying for dinner. What's cooking, Mama?
Hingosh. As if you can't smell that, you trickster.
And spicy Georgian stew, you traitress. My favorite. Valid, come here. Vakita?
I'm staying over for dinner at Mama's.
Here's Valid.
Hello? Of course. Of course, you are very busy. Bye.
If I didn't make the call, the bobsled team would report me suspiciously missing. And he's playing War in the Woods.
Who's bobsled
That's
team?
what she calls Lakita's sisters.
That's not nice.
They watch me like a prize pony that they hope will break a leg.
Little mama, go feed your son so we can eat.
Come with me. We can talk and leave these harpies to whatever it is they do when we aren't here.
Is that okay?
Don't be silly.
She really doesn't care anything about us. She just comes over to see him.
She thinks he belongs to her. He's her little doll. It's my fault. I had to work. She's a good girl, and so are you, my sweet. Just different good. And look. Do you think she bought these pads for your brother? Lord knows I haven't. And look at how thin this is. These must be from England. And you think your sister doesn't love you? You could be an Olympic swimmer wearing this tiny thing. Do you know what she brought me? Soup. Canned soup.
And Valid?
Cologne. 3 bags of gummies imported from Germany. And underwear. She's going to be a terrible mother, spoiling the children like
She's
this.
not going to spoil her own children like she does Valid. She doesn't even like them.
When I'm finished with this, we'll talk about what to do with Uncle so he doesn't become Uncle Daddy. Or would it be Daddy Uncle? What do you think, Mother Auntie?
I take it back. She's just as wicked as they come.
is she doing to you? I only thought she did succubus coming tonight. Poltergeistisms to me.
Why did you say poltergeist? Now I'm going to be up all night. Go to bed, sister.
I am so sleepy.
Go get some rest, Lena. Need to rest that giant brain of yours.
I am smart.
You are the smartest girl, smartest person I know.
I am.
This is the best coffee I've ever had.
It's coffee.
That you made.
Do you want a piece of bread with butter?
Yes.
Of course you do. Have you heard any more news of these camps?
They say they've taken more of them in.
If them are the men, who is they?
You know, people who talk.
No, I don't know. Who is talking? Who is saying we're taking these men in?
They're not men. They're degenerates.
Who are men?
That's how war crimes start. When people find an excuse to not view a person as a person. If it's not a person, it doesn't matter what you do to it.
I don't even know what you said.
During World War II, a Hungarian baroness held a dinner party, and for dessert, they took the party to where the Jews were being held in a pit. And they took turns shooting them. Where do you think the line was crossed in her mind, or this was something fun to do? How did this become acceptable?
I've never cared much for Jews. Are you questioning our government?
We don't even know if this is really happening.
Ask your sister.
She doesn't tell us anything.
Her husband doesn't keep her in the know of this sort of thing.
I highly doubt that.
Have you personally known someone who was taken?
No. You?
No.
Elena?
No.
Phillip?
No.
No.
Dagmara.
No,
You had to think.
I was thinking yes. And the answer is no.
We haven't seen Dagmara just because she was here when you commanded your sneak attack.
Sneak
Jelena.
attack.
You showed up without being invited. What are we supposed to call it?
Sneak attack doesn't sound nice.
Whatever. Dagmara has an orphanage of children. She doesn't have time to come gossip with us. But you do.
If none of us knows anyone who has been taken, then is it really happening?
If a leaf falls in the woods and you don't hear it, it still fell.
On this one thing, your daughter and I agree. It's happening.
It just seems so unnecessary.
It's a cleansing of our community.
If none of us knows any homosexuals, how does it matter?
Oh, believe me, you know them. They scatter like roaches when the light's on.
You compare them to roaches, you don't have to respect them as people.
I don't respect them.
Not even their lives.
No one's killing them. I've heard no talk about that.
But what happens historically when people start getting rounded up?
I don't know. I'm not a historian.
It wasn't so long ago that people were being rounded up here by the Russians.
Jelena.
Maybe if they rounded you up as something they didn't quite perceive as a person, we wouldn't be talking to you now.
Don't fight with her. When she gets like this, she just uses logic. You can't win. Trust me, I've tried.
And I think all three of us know people that just disappeared.
That's Valid. He must be on early lunch today. Baby? What's wrong?
He's a grown man, not a baby.
What is it?
Hello, Uncle.
Did something happen?
Did you get fired?
No. I got in trouble for incorrectly stocking the prune juice.
The prune juice? What? That's funny.
Well, it's not funny when it's your job.
Of course.
Uncle, if you're taking Mama out for a walk, this would be a good time. She's not getting any thinner.
Who says I need to be thinner?
We're not wanted here. Let's go. There's a bakery I know that makes the best Napoleons, and I'll buy you two. You are the perfect shape for a woman. Really. You could be fatter.
So fatten her up. And then cook her and eat her. Is she really entertaining him? You could put an end to this. Forbid it.
They took Lenny from the grocery store. They walked in and they took him.
Is this a boy you know? A special friend?
He's a friend.
Okay.
And he's not a boy. He's 32.
But you're close.
He's a guy who works at the grocery store, Jelena.
But you're crying.
I was crying.
So you are close.
He's a guy who works at the grocery store. He's nice to me.
But you must be friends to be so upset.
Jelena, is there a beating heart inside there? This is a man, a human being who was taken
Don't
out
say I'm
of his
not a
place of
human
work
being.
and paraded around like a child molester in front of everyone. How is he going to go back to work? Who's going to talk to him? Share a smoke with him?
You will, even though you just called me a not human being. I know you and you are a good boy. You will talk to him.
I accused you of not having a heart.
Ah, well, that's not so bad. At least I'm still human in my heartlessness. Is it a scarecrow the lion that wants a heart?
You are the only one who reads in this house.
You read all the time at night secretly. You think I don't know?
You do?
Yes, just last night you were reading War and Peace.
Oh, that.
You could still go to university.
Lena.
My little munchkinushka. Look at me. So you're not close with this boy?
He's a man with a family.
A family?
Yes. A wife and 2 kids.
Well, why are they taking him?
I don't know.
But you're friendly.
He calls me movie star. He smiles. He's nice. Everyone likes him. Until today.
That's the extent of your relationship?
It's a job, Elena. Not a lady's recipe swap.
Does he seem like a little bit sissy?
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Does he swish and prance like a lipizzaner? No.
Have you ever seen him do anything untoward?
No.
Is he good looking?
Elena!
I am trying to piece it together. Maybe they're not rounding up the homosexuals. Maybe it's a political issue. You said he has a wife and kids.
2.
Have you ever gone out after work with him?
He's in his 30s. What are we going to talk about?
Married people are so boring. Do you have his phone number in your phone?
No. For what?
I was wondering if he had your phone number in his phone.
So why didn't you ask me that?
It's the same question. Don't cross hairs with me.
There is nothing but crossed hairs with you.
Are you going back to work? Lay your head down in my lap. If you sleep, I'll wake you. 1 o'clock, right? Do it or I'll beat you.
He was crying. Actually weeping.
Shh.
Everyone said he looked guilty.
Be quiet.
That he wouldn't be crying if he wasn't guilty.
He's not guilty of anything.
He has a wife.
That's not even the point. Close your eyes, rest. Rest.
It's the Tin Woodman. That's who you are.
Doggy, you shouldn't have.
I didn't.
Valid.
Did someone get paid today? You can't go wasting your whole salary on us. That money has to be saved.
For when you have a wife.
Well, don't worry about that. First, you need to find the spinster a husband.
Spinster!
So Valid and his wife can have a room. And we all know when that's going to be. Pigs will be flying, cows will be coming home, icicles will be forming in hell, and chickens will be coming home to roast.
It's roost, you imbecile, and you didn't even use it right.
You have zit right there on the edge of your nose.
Go back to your own house.
Don't get mad, little cabbage. Just wash your face. So sensitive. You never see Valid with the zit, and he's a boy. You have to care, Lena. You have to care.
To what do we owe this little visit?
You're not being visited. This isn't your house.
Well, excuse me. Why are you here today, niece?
I'm not accustomed to answering to a man who isn't my husband.
Doggy.
It's
Preisa.
Mama.
Stay out of my family business.
I'm family.
Stay out of it.
It sounded like it was getting good. No?
The two of you are more alike than you know.
She wishes. The view is so lovely today. Oh, I can't see it because there's so much junk.
How do you put up with it?
She puts up with it because I'm right. And I'm her daughter, and I love her like children love candy.
You do?
I most certainly do. This is for you. Just a little thing.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Good girl, doggy.
She say anything I gave her was beautiful. I could give her a dirty diaper.
I would say it was beautiful.
Speaking of which, little fatso, how are you? Okay. He's good. So I walk into the grocery today to take Val out for ice cream.
He's not a child.
Neither am I. I want to eat ice cream. I think it's allowed. So I sneak up behind him and say, I'm very dissatisfied with my turnip stir. He snaps around groveling like a little idiot. He sees me. He's so mad. You know, Mr. Serious at work. He gives me a play punch on my arm here.
What's so funny?
Everyone thought it was a domestic dispute. Not that anyone stepped in to help me. But I make a big show of kiss, kiss. This is my brother who beats up pregnant women.
Dougie, you are a bad girl.
You've been saying that since I could hear. But all's well that ends well. And guess who got rewarded with a crate of groceries because he's Employee of the Month?
Really?
Really? Aren't you so proud?
Oh, I most certainly am.
That's funny. Last week you were admonished for incorrectly stocking the prune juice. Still funny. And this week, Employee of the Month.
It wasn't reported to the GM. It was one of the assistant managers who found the mistake.
Which one?
What, are you looking for a job? You're a little old to be looking for an after-school job.
Let's see. Figs. I love figs. Oranges. Oh, they smell so sweet. And paper towels. They rarely have them. And these are the good ones. Lamb.
Are you going to do this for the whole box, or are you going to put it away?
What happened with the men from the grocery?
What man?
The one they took away.
Mama?
I don't know what he's talking about.
The homo.
Lenny isn't the homo.
Lenny, is it?
That's his name.
He has a wife and kids.
So?
So what?
These sissy boys, they can hide.
By having sex with his wife.
I thought the whole point of being a homo was not to have sex with a woman. Sign me up. Women are so soft and gross. I need rough hands and a beard.
So do they. So, what happened with this Lenny?
I don't know.
But you had to have been there. I heard it happened on Wednesday. You work Wednesdays.
You'll make for a jealous husband keeping tabs like that.
I just know he works on Wednesday.
And what happens at his job? Perhaps you can tell us what he had
He
for
had
lunch.
butterbread with cheese. Your mother made it for him. I was here.
Of course. Where else would you be, Uncle Daddy?
Dagmaragi Brekov na Khalid.
It's okay.
It's what I've been calling you behind your back. But I can't decide if it's Uncle Daddy or Daddy Uncle. Are you our uncle who's going to be our daddy, or are you our daddy who was our uncle? Smarty Pants, what do you think?
Uncle Daddy.
Valid.
My sisters are grown women. They can say what they want.
No, I mean, would you like to weigh in? Is it Uncle Daddy or Daddy Uncle?
You don't need a third argument, Uncle. The Germans couldn't handle two fronts, and I'm not as outspoken as my sisters.
Maybe you should be.
He is just fine the way he is. Your brothers never tried to control what the girls
I
said.
didn't mean that. I'm sorry, sister. I apologize, Valid. You may run the house as you wish. Dagmara, you have to admit it is disrespectful to call me Uncle Daddy to my face.
I do not.
Unkind?
Perhaps.
I'll tell you this. If you were my daughter, I would have turned you over my knee
She's
many
always
times.
been this way.
I remember you wearing the Western clothes, your hair uncovered, walking around like you owned something.
We all
Bossing
did.
the boys around the sandbox, flaunting yourself, taking advantage of your beauty. I would have tanned that little hide good, and you'd be a better person for it today.
Are you threatening me?
Doggy.
Shut up, Elena. You never call me Daggy. I asked you a question, old man. Are you threatening me? Should I be scared of getting my little hide tanned good? You think you are the man to throw me over your knee.
No.
Alright. Good day, Uncle. I think we've had enough of a visit today.
You're leaving?
No, he is.
He is?
Mama, really?
It's
Oh.
fine. I'm going.
Belid, why don't you walk Uncle downstairs so we can have girl talk?
I have done nothing to warrant the use of this ridiculous Uncle Daddy phrase.
Daddy,
I
Uncle!
am her brother-in-law and we are friends.
Oh, you live in the country where men and women are friends. What do? Go to lunch, get their hair done, sneak into hotels in the middle of the day. The only reason you are permitted to escort her anywhere is because you are her dead husband's
I don't
brother.
know what you are accusing me of. Nothing has... I'm leaving. Oh, by the way, I took your mother over to a bakery, somewhat close to your neighborhood. Best pastries in the city. They weren't so good. I asked. They said the baker had been taken in.
I wouldn't know.
It's called Ramzan's, around the corner and 2 blocks from you.
I've seen the sign. I've never been. I guess I won't be going now. Goodbye, Uncle.
I hate leaving like this. We seem unfinished.
Sufficient for us is Allah, for He is the best disposers of affairs.
I swear I didn't tell him anything about the baker being taken in.
Of course not, Mama. He's getting a little big for his britches.
I can see that.
Can you?
I can.
Good. Get him under control. Is there some money you haven't told us about?
You can't believe he'd want me for me.
Stop fishing for compliments, Mama.
She is very attractive.
For a woman her age. For a woman her age. International incident.
5 boys from the university have been taken. 5.
Do you know them?
Not really. One is really handsome, so everyone knows him.
Did he seem...
No. I mean, who knows?
I know. You're worried. Let me think. How's Ellie?
He's fine. He worries about the man they took from the store.
Are they?
Passing friends.
You think that man has Veli's number in his phone?
No, I asked.
Usually you're only book smart. It's a softball.
It's too easy. I'm going to have to pass and not insult you. Why are you so dressed up?
I'm going to have tea with the First Lady. This is from her line.
It looks expensive.
It is.
You look like you're in Aladdin.
It's an Islamic fashion line. All of the press is going to be there. All of the wives are wearing her line.
Way to toe the line.
That's my job.
And you're taking the baby?
No, Vikita's new sister is in the car. I'm going to try to feed him before I go into the palace.
Is Moo's sister the big one?
No, that's Whale's sister.
Oh, this is the one with the giant feet.
Yes.
I wish I could see the presidential palace.
A pretty girl like you would get snatched for a 50-year-old second wife. You deserve better.
You think so?
Of course, my dear. You do need to be sweeter, though, if you want to catch a handsome husband.
There it is.
When you're married to a proper man, I will take you to the palace myself. Oddly, Vikita's sisters come with me all the time, and no government official has made an offer of bestial matrimony yet.
You are the meanest mean girl I've ever met.
Thank you.
Do you know how many have been taken?
80. 100.
Are they going to kill them?
I don't know. The Western journalists are asking questions. The government line is there are no camps.
But everyone knows there are.
2 Westerners.
Oh.
3 have escaped, the daredevils,
That's crazy.
and made it all the way to Canada. A golden ticket. They call it the Rainbow Railroad. Do you know how long it would take you or I to get a visa to Canada? But 3 homos run away and they open the doors like family is coming home.
But you have to admit it's good to hear they escaped. They're alive.
I'm a soft. In my heart, we have to accept all God's creatures. But they are wrong. And I know it and you know it. Sex is for men and women. Distinctly between married men and married women. You have to admit it disgusts you.
Sex between men and women?
Don't be an ass.
It's none of my business.
God loves not transgressors, 2:190. God loves not those who do wrong, 3:57. God loves not the arrogant or vainglorious, 4:36.
It must be nice to be able to pull out a Quran quote for any given occasion. Do you have anything for getting a good night's sleep?
The Prophet saw someone sleeping on his stomach, and he said, "This is a reclining that is not loved by Allah." Abu Pereira.
With that memory, you could have been a scientist. You could have been a great woman.
I am a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a wife. I am a great woman.
What verse is that?
The secret verses of Dagmara. Now I must go. The cow is probably roasting in the car, and I'll hear about it all the way to the palace.
I thought she was a moose.
Moose is her proper name. Cow is her species.
You are terrible.
I'm the only woman I know who has 4 wives to nag me. I'm not sure we should tell Valid, but Lenny from the grocery store
Oh no, they killed him.
is one of the 3 that escaped.
Oh, praise Allah.
Oh, now religion suits you. Keep it to yourself. We need to see how this plays out. He's probably sunning himself in Montreal and playing with all the boys.
Why Montreal?
In Canada, there is a mecca for the gays. I think it is called Montreal.
And they make a Hajj to this Montreal?
Don't be stupid, I don't know. How's Mama?
She's been cooler with Uncle, but he still uses his key. He just knocks quickly and uses it anyway.
Valid?
He's quiet, not his sweet self.
Is he working out?
Yes.
That's good.
Why?
He's a man. He should be strong. Oh. Give this to him.
What is it?
A watch.
Dagmara, you're going to spoil him rotten. If he turns out bad, it's going to be your fault.
He won't. Call me. I want to know if it makes him smile.
You're forgetting something else.
I'm not kissing you.
Because that's what I was waiting for.
Oh, crap. Did I bring one of the other kids? Kazier! Sazlan back!
That box by the door.
That's for you, stupid.
Grozny woman killed opening package bomb left by militant Islamist sister.
Lina? Lina? Raisa? Sister?
So they've closed the camps.
You've been sitting in our house all this time and you're just mentioning this now?
That's wonderful news.
Why?
No, why did you just now mention it?
I was saying, why is it wonderful news to your mother?
And I'm asking you why you just now mention it.
I hadn't thought of it.
So it just came to your mind.
Elena.
Can't something just come to someone's mind?
It's just such an odd placement in between. Your coffee is so good, you make the best coffee. Your hingalsh is so good, you make the best hingalsh. If you'd moved on to Mama's blouse being so becoming, perhaps I wouldn't have found it so jarring.
You do look lovely in this blouse, Raisa. It is very becoming.
Thank you.
So, why is it good that they've closed the camps?
I don't like to think of people suffering.
But they are degenerates.
They are people.
Who are degenerate? What do you think, Valid?
I'm working out.
Surely you can take a second
He's
to...
working out.
Camps remind me of war. We're not at war. I'm glad they're gone.
You are a kind woman.
She's an idiot.
What, dear?
You're not kind because you don't enjoy seeing people suffer. That makes you human. It's the inhumans who enjoy the suffering of others.
And who are these inhumans?
Do you enjoy the suffering of others?
No.
Well, I guess you're not one of them.
Thank you, I think.
You're welcome, I think.
Do you have to channel your sister? Can't we just have coffee and make nice?
Your boyfriend is the one who wants to talk politics.
No one is talking politics.
So he is your boyfriend.
He is your father's brother. He's your uncle.
Daddy, or was it daddy, uncle? Where is the Gemara when you need her? Valid, call her, tell her to hop on her broomstick so we can settle this uncle, daddy, uncle issue.
If the government has decided to shut down the camps, then that's what's going to happen. There is nothing anyone can do about it. It's done.
Finally, what do you think the other countries are making of us? Slow, backwards terrorists from the Caucasus who have no idea what human rights are.
I'd be careful with that language.
Who's going to report me, you?
Of course not. He's family.
Would you like to see me in prison? Would you enjoy it? Are you one of the inhumans?
He's talking generally, Elena. You have a mouth on you, like your sister. But you are my baby. So smart and so kind. And no one will hurt you while I live.
Mama, we're just talking. I didn't mean to upset you. Valid, she's so manipulative. She knows I can't bear to see her cry.
For the
Is it
sake
done?
of Allah.
You speak of Allah. What would he make of these degenerates?
We have only one officer in this family.
But what would he make?
I cannot bring myself to such greatness that I know the thoughts of Allah.
Such a humble boy.
Meek.
And we have already written in the book of Psalms, after the previous mention, that the land of paradise is inherited by my righteous servants. 21:105.
Impressive.
The righteous servants are the meek, in case you didn't
I
get
got
it.
it.
Daggy taught me that.
So beautifully spoken, my son. You never met a better boy.
So, they're just letting the men go back to their homes.
Yes.
So much Sturm It's German.
They're letting them go, but they're encouraging the families to kill them.
What?
What?
For the honor of the family.
Who would do such a thing?
You'd be
And
surprised.
you'd be surprised that there are many countries out there who don't think of us as backward gypsies for rounding them up.
I don't
Yeah, I
know
wouldn't.
anyone at all who would kill their own son, brother, uncle, nephew. I am proud to say I don't know these people.
Uncle, I'm guessing you know someone who would commit this honor killing.
I do.
Who?
The baker from the bakery over by Doggy's house. His own sons.
I had no idea he was a man with sons.
And grandchildren. They slit his throat.
Przeniesienia stajemy rywalizacja sportowa. Kiedy była spotkanie? Nigdy nie było. A Bugardzie z tej chwili ciągnie jak rzecz cudnie pomógł sobie.
Odklepie Makotywicz, czy pójdzie spać? Odklepie! Mocno! A żyje! Kapitalnie! Kapitalnie!
Uncle,
Dougie?
what's with the cloak and dagger?
What?
Is it Valid with a candlestick in the conservatory, Mama with a knife in the kitchen, or most likely Elena with a revolver in the library?
It's Valid with the candlestick in the conservatory.
What's that mean? I hope you don't think I'm here so you can ask if you can half incest marry your dead brother's wife. Because if you are, you should be asking Valid.
The problem is Valid.
If he told you no, you can't double back to me. He's the man of the house. And honestly, Uncle, how you could want Mama? To look at her and know she will never love you like she loved your brother. I could never, but some men aren't so proud.
Dagmara.
Is it so hard at your age?
Dagmara!
You could go and find a 30-year-old country spinster. The family would most likely give her to you for nothing. Just a small redemption fee. Go, kidnap a young girl. It's probably easier and far more fun than this old widow. What's this?
It's Valid's.
I have never.
Of course you haven't.
How do you know that? How do you know it's Valid's?
It's sitting in a suitcase on the balcony. Valid's suitcase, the brown one.
That doesn't mean.
You think this belongs to Elena? They don't even make magazines like this for women.
How do I know you didn't put it out there?
Dagi, I know you don't think much of me, but Valid is my brother's son. His blood and my blood are the same blood.
And so?
He always seemed soft to me.
He's a strapping boy.
Sure, he's strong and fit and handsome, but quick to cry, pensive, secretive. It was not my concern.
But now it is.
Yes, now it is.
It's your concern.
It's my concern.
What if it belongs to someone else?
The magazine?
Yes.
Who?
Maybe Lenny from the grocery store.
Maybe Lenny from the grocery store? That's a stretch, niece.
Are you saying we confront him?
This is about the family honor.
And now you're the man of the family.
If he's not a man, then yes, I'm the man of the family.
That's convenient.
What?
You're not having to ask to marry his mother. You could just ask yourself, being the man of the family. I would like to marry my dead brother's wife. Or really, I'm her brother-in-law and only male member of her family since her son is a faggot. I give you permission. Oh, thank you.
I'm not going to play games with you, Dagmara. If your mother would have me, I would marry her tomorrow. She doesn't want me. What good would this do? I can see you're upset. I didn't cause this to happen.
Didn't you? Searching, looking, making comments.
Your mother. I think she enjoys being a widow, but she's lonely.
Well, I think you're right about that.
On which point?
Both of them.
She's just too polite to tell me to leave.
And she might also be too polite to refuse you as well. Did you ever think about that?
How could you think I would harm your brother, my own blood, like this? Make up this lie. Gabrek was so happy when he was born. We all were. Finally a son. He was a son for us all. My Fatima being barren, and you two girls, beautiful girls, but not sons. And then him. He was our gift. And if he is this abomination, he is a curse. He is our curse.
How will Elena find a husband with a blue boy for a brother? You like to call me Uncle Daddy? How about you call him Brother Sister? Sister Brother! And you? How would this look on you? If we don't take care of this, your husband most certainly will.
It's not his place, it's my family, and I will take care of it.
It's my family too.
So we will take care of it.
And how will we do that?
You need to give me some time to figure out if the magazine is actually his.
And how are you going to do that?
I don't know, you just fucking told me! You think I am weak because I'm a woman. But I'm not. I am my father's daughter. I came into this world a Khalid, and married or not, I will always be a Khalid. The difference between me and you is I actually love my brother.
You think I don't love him?
I'm talking about real love. Not because we're related, not out of some obligation. I love him like his father loved him. He is the little man of our family. I fed him his bottles. I changed his diapers. I kissed his knees when he scraped them. And when the bullies came for him, I showed him how to bloody a little bastard's nose. He taught me how to be a mother. By the time it happened to me, I already knew what to do. How to love. He taught me how to care about another person more than you care about yourself. But I will not tolerate a Goyu boy in my family.
Good girl, doggy.
I will do what I have to do to protect my family's name, my father's legacy.
Allah's most faithful servant.
Give me some time to get his phone and see what he's up to.
Will you tell the general?
The point is to protect the name of the family.
So then, we will do this.
We will do this.
So then, I'm doing this.
If he is what you say he is, I will slit his throat myself.
That's why I came to you.
Don't tell Elena or Mama. We'll warn him to run. Sell this life for the next, then you win both of them. Hassan al-Bastri.
There is another way to say that. Sell the next life for this, and you lose both of them.
How do you know that?
I don't know. Greeting card. Meme.
You go first. If they catch you up here alone, suspicions will be raised.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I know my duty.
Well then, I'll be going.
Just go! Let's go. Let's find out what little mama is made of.
Does she have to do that now?
When else should she do it? She does it
I do it every Saturday.
Well, maybe this could have been the Saturday that you didn't do it.
Aren't we keeping things normal here?
We are keeping things normal here.
You're upset.
You're not?
Mama.
What choice do we have?
We shouldn't have told you. It was Dagmara's idea not to tell you, and then she goes and tells you. Just like a woman.
You're given a key to your brother's house for emergencies, and then use it as an excuse to encamp yourself. To make yourself at home, just like a man. Why don't you just peel over the house so we know it's yours?
Dagmara says this is best.
Dagmara is an extremist. She's a zealot.
I certainly don't know how she came from me.
But you're still doing this.
What choice do I have?
It's not my fault.
If you hadn't been snooping, we would have never known about the magazine. And what exactly were you looking for?
What's done is done.
What's done is done. But indulge us, what were you looking for?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Most people who hunt around other people's houses are thieves, looking for money or
I'm
drugs.
no thief.
So you're a scavenger. What are you? A vulture, a catfish, a crow, or are you just a dog?
Damn
a dog without a pack.
I will not have this.
You won't have what?
This abuse.
Oh, look, Uncle, someone just left this widow in the kitchen making Chechens. Magically, you have a key, so why don't you come in and take her? She's yours. That's a scavenger.
I'm no one's, but speaking of the key, I'll be taking it back.
No, you won't. It's mine.
Usman Khalid, if Gabriel could see you now, you will give back the key because it is mine. You can't take the key to someone's heart. You can't take the key to someone's home. A key is something that is given. Something that is forged.
It was given. It was given to me.
And you have misused it. See what your misusing has done? Give me back my key.
I will not.
Give me back my key.
It was never yours. It was your husband's, my brother, and it is mine.
It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Give it back.
What's with all the racket?
No, baby?
I didn't think it was appropriate. Moo's sister and Whale's sister brought me over. Driver is taking them to tea. They think you have flu, Mama, so they won't try to come up. They're getting me at 5.
I want my key back.
So give her the key back.
I will not.
Uncle, we are agreeing to go through with this because it is the right thing to do.
Is it?
Shut up, Elena. But we don't have to like it. And quite frankly, how you came upon the magazine is beyond me. But it has happened. After today, we will have no need for you in our family. After we've dealt with Valid, you will go and not come back.
I most certainly will not. This is my family.
I've already started the negotiations for Mama's new marriage.
You have not.
I have?
Who?
A lonely widower.
You're lying.
Suleiman Guchigov.
Suleiman Guchigov?
He's rich! He's rich and he's lonely. We've all talked about what a beauty Raisa is. I showed him a picture. She looks like a sister to me, he says. It's nearly set.
Is this true?
Yes, I won't be able to look at you. Not after today.
So give me the key. Chechens, who's getting married? I'll roll, you cut.
No, I'll roll and you cut. You're too lazy to roll the dough. And when you make the shape, do it with your fingers,
the
not
fork.
a fork. This isn't a restaurant. You'll do it like your grandmother did it.
I've taken quite a few attacks from you women today. You're sure you're not having cold feet?
No. This is going on as planned. Agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Just as planned. We will confront him, Elena will take him to the roof, and then he will jump. And then, apparently, we will have Chechens. Did you make the garlic sauce yet?
That comes later.
How do you know he will jump?
He will do as he's told.
As he's
He
told?
will do what I tell him to do.
How do you know?
He will do what she tells him.
More than if I told him.
I see your point. There has always been a special bond between Dagmara and Valid.
Yes, we know.
When will he be home?
Now.
Just about now.
2 minutes? Maybe we should stop talking about him in case he listens at the door.
You can't hear anything at that door.
Have you seen what's new in fashion?
Yes, head to toe cover, that's what's new for fall.
More coffee?
You despise me, but you offer me coffee.
I thought we were talking normal. More coffee.
Yes. Please.
Mama, you're making Gigi Galnish? Who's getting married?
Not you.
What?
Come, sit with me, Valid.
Am I in trouble?
I just want to talk.
That's a lie?
Dagmara.
Of course he's in trouble. You little faggot, what were you thinking?
Lily.
Do as he says.
Lily.
Sit down.
Mama, Dagi, are you really going to make Galnish during this? Mama, look, she's making it with the fork. You don't like that.
The men are talking. The women are cooking.
So, you've disgraced the family with your eyes. Have you disgraced us with your body?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you?
No, I don't.
The magazine.
What magazine?
Really?
Men are talking. Shut up!
What magazine? The magazine in your suitcase outside.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shall I go get it? And shame you in front of your sisters and mother? Perhaps you'd like to accuse Jelena of it being hers.
It's mine.
Truth. Finally. Where did you get it?
A tourist. I met in Flower Park.
From where?
Blagovezinsk. He said I needed it more than him.
A Russian?
He said that he was oppressed, but I was a slave.
I don't think he just handed this to you in a park.
No.
So you let him enter you.
There are other choices.
I admitted I wanted to. He wanted to. He said that I was too young.
And you went back to his hotel?
Yes, I waited outside.
Are we supposed to believe that?
Believe it or not, it happened.
So you strode the streets of Grozny with this man and that magazine?
He came outside, gave it to me in a paper bag, and we parted ways.
Liar!
If he hasn't been violated, is our family honor intact?
Uncle?
Yes, uncle.
Usman.
He is what he is.
Disgusting.
Dagi.
You have forced our hand.
Dagi. Are you turning me in? You know what they'll do to me.
It's not what they are doing, it is what they are asking us to do.
The government? You're going to kill me. This is an honor killing? Mama made Gigi Galnish for an honor killing? Not just for birthdays and weddings and weekends. Is this real? Lena? Mama? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made you do this. how is this going to go? You can't kill me here, you'll get blood all over the apartment.
Mama.
I want you to be a good boy and go to the roof with Lena.
I see.
Say a prayer. Ask to be forgiven.
I see. I can't help this.
You could!
Maybe it's better this way. I think this is just how I am. Who I am. I don't think there's any changing me.
See, he won't change. They can't be changed.
Mama, can I have a hug? The garnish really do look better when you mark them with the fork. Little mama. The roof?
The roof.
So that's it.
You'll stay here till he jumps. We'll wait for the police. No stories about his sordid business. They'll say he was depressed.
What if he tries to run?
Jelena has a knife. That's why it has to be her. I'm pregnant. Mama is Mama. And Jelena has always been the strongest. Uncle, could you be a dear and get that filthy magazine so we can destroy it? We've gone to all this trouble. We can't have any evidence.
Of what?
His sin. His sin against the family.
Of course. I'll get it.
No. You shouldn't have to see it. I'll get it.
Are you staying to eat?
After all the work I've done, of course.
You didn't do any work. What are you doing?
I'm texting him a very homo message. From his lover, Daniil.
Russian. Very good.
With pictures from the magazine. So if they look through his phone, they'll find what I sent and the pictures he took. Very sordid.
Very sordid.
He always seemed homosexual.
He did? Oh, he did! Very sissy. Since I met my husband, his brother, very sissy.
A marriage with no children. It's no wonder why.
You are so clever! You put the magazine in his pocket, right?
I did. Do you think the drugs worked?
Not really.
We did toss him off rather easy, though. Did he skim off or high at all to you?
No. You buy very low quality heroin.
Well, we got the job done.
That's my girl.
Are you alright, Mama?
It's the easiest thing I've ever done. Oh, sit down, baby, sit down.
All this for me?
For you.
We don't have much time. Mama, go cook. Elena, take the SIM card out of the burner phone, smash it, flush it, put the phone in your room. My little pumpkin, Uncle has been after you for years.
He has?
He has. When Father died, he ramped it up. It's been a horrible year of his advances. He brought the magazine over to try and entice you.
To entice me.
He offered to help you buy a car.
A car? That's ridiculous.
An outrageous lie.
It's good.
Yes, very good.
Finally, you told us how he's been pestering you, and as a family, we've taken care of it.
As a family, we've taken care of it.
Yes, you've taken care of it.
Me?
You're the man. We're just women.
I threw him over the side of the balcony?
If your mother and your pregnant sister can do it, so can you. Self-defense, that's it.
But there is no self-defense.
He was threatening you with his homosexuality.
Smarten up, Waleed.
Okay, got it.
Helena, go back to scrubbing the floor.
Why?
You need something to do, and I like to see you working like a maid.
Thank you. I don't think I can change this part of me.
That's tomorrow's problem. Tomorrow's problem.